The Marshall Emberton is one of the most highly praised speaker in the market, and yes, sure, it's a Marshall, so people have really high expectations. Yet, here are some few things to take note before you buy the Emberton. And again, this is the first version of Emberton, so this does not have any EQ options for it, and we'll dive into that in more detail later on. Now, for such a small package, you have really full and loud audio. Plus, it's loud enough to fill a whole living room. Now, I love the texture of the housing. It feels like rubber or sticky pleather that you'd find on premium stuff. In fact, I think it's actually rubber. Underneath, you get anti-slip padding, which I believe, again, is rubber. You get a metal grill at the front and back, which has really thick wires though. The button controls are tactile and feels okay, nothing over the top. Then controls are pretty straightforward. Upon turning this on, the battery lights up, not instantly, but has this gradual effect. And same goes when you turn it off. Before we proceed, here's a quick segue from our sponsor. Hey, if you're on the lookout for gaming chairs, do check out Musso gaming chairs and use my referral link in the description box below. They have selections of fabric and leather chairs with really solid build and comfort. You just love your office more, and your back will thank you later. Again, links are in the description below. The number one thing I loved about this is its premium build. It's hefty and the house is just beyond average. This also has superb battery life at an advertised 30 hours maximum with just about a 3-hour charge. You may submerge this underwater but not too deep. I believe it's 1 meter maximum. Usable in the shower though. And lastly, I really dig the sound indicators when it's turned on or off. Listen here. The few cons I would think about here is price, EQ, and sound. Firstly, I think the price is not entirely for everybody, but it is reasonable considering that the gaskets inside to make this waterproof makes it even more expensive. The build quality, as well as the quality of the internals, may be why it's a bit pricey. Of course, aside from its brand. Next, you can't EQ the Emberton. Only the Emberton 2 and 3 have EQ capabilities. And with that said, I think the bass on the Emberton is a bit too much. I like my speakers near me by the desk, and the bass may feel a little bit fatiguing after a certain amount of use time. The bass also overpowers the low mids, so to me, it wasn't the best sound experience. Overall, I loved how the Emberton's bass was able to fill my living room, though I think the tuning here is a hit and miss with both its pros and cons. But for my use case, wanting the speaker close to me, I would prefer a more flat tuning or a less powered bass. If you got any questions, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you again next time. And don't forget to check out Musso gaming chairs. Again, links are in the description below.